What is going on, guys? Skip from 41 here, and today we are doing a review after the highly sought after Jordan 4 University Blue. If it is your first time here on the channel, welcome. If you enjoy what you see here today, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you drop a like and let me know what you think of the video in the description. Without further ado, let's get into this very beautiful sneaker that is not without its flaws. So like I said, this is a beautiful shoe. It basically looks like a blue cement 4 with a weird tag. UNC goes on pretty much anything Jordan, and they really don't miss. UNC 3s last year, UNC 4s this year, of course UNC 1s like 2 months back, I guess. Original UNC 1s, Obsidian 1s. UNC just works on Jordan. Of course, that's where he went to college. But as beautiful as this shoe is, it is not without its flaws, and this shoe does have its flaws. But I don't want to start the video off on a negative note, so I will talk about the things that I do like first. First thing that I want to mention, the materials are awesome. The suede on the upper, it's soft. It's like a long-haired suede, but you don't really get a lot of that that back and forth, you know, booty backstroke motion, as Unbreakable Kicks calls it. The booty backstroke motion, you don't really get that. The shape of the shoe, I love the more OG shape that they did with the Fire Red 4s. This does follow that shape. I'm pretty sure the Taupe 4s were that shape as well. The cement, of course, Jordan brand, the cement print always hits every single time. This doesn't have Nike Air on the back. I've said it times before. Not every Jordan, like an OG colorway, I mean, not every Jordan that, you know, releases needs Nike Air on the back. Like, leave Nike Air for the OG colorways and special projects. So it does have the Jumpman on the back. I do not mind the Jumpman on the back. Like, it's cool. But pretty much that's standard stuff for a Jordan 4. If you're a fan of Jordan 4s, that's the stuff that you usually do like about the sneaker. I mean, there's not much more to talk about. Oh, I will say that these are more well put together than my Fire Red 4s. My Fire Red 4s, like, the construction was just all over the place. The panels were different sizes. I still love the shoe, but like, my panels were different sizes, and the shoe, like, construction wise and QC wise, is a mess. This does have some quality control issues as well, but I will get to those later in the video. As I said earlier in the video, this is a beautiful shoe, but it is not without its flaws. And the first flaw really being, I mean, you guys already know what it is. It's this stupid tag that they put on the tongue. I know why they did it. I have the Michigan 5s, and it's actually perfect for the collegiate inspired shoes that they did that. They put it on the back of the 5s where the Jumpman would be. Looks great. They did it on the Oregon 5s too. On the UNCs, I'm pretty sure, I forget exactly where it was. It was either on the behind the tongue, or it was on the insole. I'm pretty sure it was on the insole. It was one of those. But these ones, they decided to just stitch it right on the flight patch, and that has to go, because if you see in the B-roll, like, it looks odd while you have the sneaker on. It like flaps around, like, not flaps around like crazy, but it's like sticking off to the side, and it looks odd. Another thing about the tongue that I don't like is that, I don't know if it's just because of the tag that is on there, but the tongues just seem so puffy on this shoe, and they seem really large. Like, when I was shooting the B-roll and I had the shoes on my feet, like, the tongues just felt way bigger than like a regular 4. Now, I did have that problem on another pair of 4s that I had when I had my Raptor 4s. The tongues were just like unnecessarily large and puffy, but that was like an older, that was on the old Jordan 4 model shape. But this is the new one, and the tongue just seems really puffy. It's not like a big deal, but it is something that you want to take into consideration when you're how you want to style your outfits. And these are just things that you want to think about before you pick up a pair, whether it's for resale or you hit off a restock that happens or whatever. I think what they should have done for the collegiate tag, and they should have took a little bit from the Union collab, and they should have taken the Team 23 tag, shrunk it down, and put it right here on the cage and just stuck it right there. I think that would have been exponentially better, and the shoe would have looked better overall for it. Or they should have just stitched it inside the tongue where the Air Jordan was. But I think that it would have been a very nice touch if they had shrunk the Team 23 tag and put it right there on the cage. I think that would have looked way better. Just you take from the Union collabs anyway, and the Travises and all that stuff, and make budget versions of them. Why not just take that idea? I think that would have been a way better idea. While I do like the colorway, I think there is way too much blue on this shoe. Like, it is all blue. There's like no contrast besides, the wings, like in the midsole, like everything's blue. Tongue's blue, laces are blue, cage, the mesh, it's all blue. Now, I remember having a conversation with somebody when the first images of these came out, and I said that I think that the cage and the mesh should have been like black or white or gray, just another color just to break up the amount of blue. So I'm definitely going to be switching the laces out for most likely white laces. I wonder how these would look with cream laces, but I'll have my laces coming in, or maybe black laces, but something to break up the large amount of blue, because it doesn't look bad, but it is a lot of blue, and it kind of just like all blends into one, and I wanted to break it up a little bit so it doesn't look as uniform. And last but not least, this is something that you're going to have to keep in mind, especially if you're going to be buying off of somebody, or especially if you're going to be buying off one of the apps, if you're going to be buying off of StockX or GOAT, or somewhere where you can't actually have the sneaker in hand. Because I know GOAT, if you're buying new, you don't get to see images of the shoe only when they're used, and StockX, you don't get to see images of the shoe at all. Is that I don't know how a lot of other people's pair are, but these definitely, my pair definitely had some QC problems. Of course, QC, quality control. Some pairs that Nike makes, the quality control is amazing. Usually it's like special projects and stuff like that where they're like, okay, it has to be perfect. And then some shoes where like the Fire Red 4s, where they're pumping out so many pairs that they can't really QC them as much as they would like. And there's definitely some QC problems, and I think it's on the other pair, but I won these off a raffle at Lapstone and Hammer. Lapstone and Hammer is a sneaker shop in Philly, and it was my first time ever winning on their raffle. I've filled out their raffles a couple times. It's the first time I ever won on their raffle. But if you actually go into the store, there's like two parts. There's a front part, and then there's a back part that's like more well lit. Where the register is in the front part, where it's not really well lit. And I usually always check my shoes, even if I'm buying from like Foot Locker or something, because I've had experiences where I've bought a pair of shoes, and then I've not checked it, and I've gotten home and I've looked, and there's like dirt in the outsole, and I even had a pair before that had like pebbles stuck in the outsole. It's like, this is supposed to be a brand new shoe. But I checked the shoes before I left, but it was kind of dark in there, so I couldn't really see. But when I got home, I noticed a really, I won't say a really big glue stain, but a noticeable enough glue stain that I noticed it once I took the shoe out of the box in good light. Now, when I'm outside and I had it on feet, and in the B-roll you can't really see it, but when it's in hand, and because I know it's there, I key in on it and I can notice it. And another thing that I noticed is that there's another really large glue stain on the wings. These are both on the same shoe, and it's on the other shoe, right through where you lace the shoe. And I'm usually not like a stickler for like glue stains and stuff like this, but I felt like for a shoe that's $200, their charge is more than the regular Jordan 4. Their charge is $200. I'm surprised they didn't try to charge us $225 for this, to be honest, because I feel like all the other collegiate ones were $225. But I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't charge us the $225. And I feel like this was kind of like a premium shoe. But those glue stains, especially after I ran the black light on it, and you could really see like some glue stains on there. But overall, like, even you can kind of see a little bit more on this one, but you can't really see it on camera. But overall, this is a super solid shoe. If, and I don't agree with this, because you know how I am about resale. If you're going to pick up a pair, make sure if you're picking up from, you know, a local shop, a local resale shop or something like that, or you're buying off of somebody, please check your shoes, because I guarantee you that if mine had 2 giant glue stains on it, I'm pretty sure this is not the only pair that has, you know, glue stains and stuff like that. So please check your pairs, because this is a shoe that they're going to crack you upside the head for in price, especially as closer to the summer we get, the prices are going to skyrocket on these. So please make sure you check your shoes. And if you get it from StockX, you know, much luck to you, or GOAT or something like that. Much luck to you. Of course, I don't agree with paying resale, but I'm not going to tell people what to do with their money. But that is all I have to say about this topic. Thank you guys for tuning in for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button. Tell me what you think in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Hit the bell so you know when I post my next video, which should be coming up very soon for another Jordan review. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.